Hi, I'm Madeline Short, and I will be discussing clouds, airlifting, and precipitation. First, I will be discussing cloud formation via the adiabatic cooling process. The first portion of this process is the dry adiabatic rate. It starts with a warm air parcel at the surface of the Earth. As the air rises, the pressure in the atmosphere decreases. This allows the air to expand, which also allows it to cool. During this phase, the air will usually cool at about 10 degrees Celsius per 1,000 meters. Once the air parcel reaches the condensation level, it also reaches its dew point, where it starts to condense. This is the wet adiabatic rate, and the cooling rate slows to about 5 degrees Celsius per 1,000 meters. As the air condenses, it's able to form a cloud. This brings us to the topic of airlifting and how warm air parcels can be lifted up above the condensation level. I will be discussing localized convective lifting and convergence. Localized convective lifting can be summarized when warm air is surrounded by cool air, which allows the warm air to be buoyed upward. For example, if you have a large rock surrounded by a grassy field, the rock will emit warmer air and form a warm air parcel. Those cool air surrounding it will allow the warm air parcel to start buoying up and collecting condensation. And if that air parcel is lifted up above the condensation level, then it will be able to form a cloud. Convergence occurs when the collision of contrasting air masses forces air to rise. For example, in Florida, which has two coasts, wind can be blown towards both coasts to the center of the land and raise the air. If warm air is raised, it can also form a cloud once it reaches the condensation level. Once clouds form, they can begin to form precipitation inside them. There are several types, and there are a couple ways that the precipitation can be formed. The Bergeron process occurs in cold clouds. Ice crystals have a strong affinity for water vapor molecules. Over time, the ice crystals will accumulate more water vapor and eventually grow into a large snowflake. Once the snowflake is large enough, it will be able to fall to the Earth's surface. The collision coalescence process occurs in warm clouds. It occurs when water droplets keep colliding with smaller water droplets and eventually will form a raindrop that's large enough to fall to the Earth and reach the Earth's surface without evaporating. There are several types of precipitation. The first, which I just mentioned, is rain, and they are water droplets that start as a liquid and remain a liquid by the time they reach the Earth's surface. Snow is created by ice crystals forming snowflakes, and they have a moist, soft texture. They're solid as they start falling toward the Earth, and they remain a solid as they reach the Earth's surface. Sleet starts off as rain with a water droplet, but as it descends through cold air, it freezes into an ice particle by the time it reaches the Earth's surface. Hail are lumps of ice formed by circulating through a large cumulonimbus cloud. As they go up and down the cloud, they have a larger mass, and eventually a lump of ice will fall from the cloud until it reaches the Earth's surface. And that is the conclusion of my discussion on clouds, airlifting, and precipitation. Thank you for listening.